30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go now. 59. Go to base. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30. To the 31.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Bridgewater. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
65, 65, 65.
Elliott running right, and an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mike to 59. 6-man.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, check. Delta, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We're scoreless after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Play fake. Bridgewater. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On first down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Newton, he gets it to Gurley, complete. Then he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, here's Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll let this thing go for safe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we'll have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the red zone now, Newton. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Bridgewater. That ball complete to Isabella. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check the flag. 59. Watch the run.
Bridgewater now. Got Gordon open, completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's Elliott, complete. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making a play.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in this. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Bridgewater to throw it. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. First down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2000, hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man, completes it to Butler. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Right to the 3. Here we go. Gun. Here we go.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Check.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 24, Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Newton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.